Hey YouTube, so today I'm doing upgrades that I think are worth it compared to upgrades that may not be so worth it. So first off with frames, I think getting right size or having the right size frames is pretty important. If you have the right size frame, then you can feel more confident on it. Like I see parents upsizing their kids' bikes to sizes that are way too big for them. And then I guess I feel like the kid may not be as confident if they have like a too big of a bike. So frame size is definitely important. Frame material I think is not so important. I got an aluminum frame. I've never really felt the need to upgrade to a carbon frame. Carbon frames can be pretty nice and light, but I think carbon is not a big enough upgrade for me, so I think aluminum's definitely good enough. So from material to material, I think it's not worth it. With suspension, I guess I know I have the RockShox Ultimate level suspension, but honestly I only got it for the extra adjustability, especially in the rear shock, and also the sensitivity of the coil. Like if you're going from air to coil, and if you have the money, I think yeah, why not go with the high-end suspension. But otherwise I don't think it's much of an upgrade with like adjustability on the rear. And with the fork, I only upgraded the fork because of the stiffness of, well, I guess not really the only reason, but mostly because of the stiffness. And also this RockShox Zeb Ultimate has buttercups, and it takes out the harsh chatterness or the high vibrations, whatever, of the trail, and I found that very helpful. So I'd say mostly suspension is not worth the upgrade, but I guess if you like with the rear shock, if you're going from air to coil, then why not go for the high-end suspension or high-end, higher level spec suspension. Wheels, more specifically the rims, can be an upgrade. I think yes and no with upgrading your rims. If you're just going from aluminum to carbon, it's not really, at least for me, it's not really a worth it upgrade. I guess if you're going for field, then maybe, but otherwise, I don't. If you're just going between material, I don't think it's an upgrade. But if you're going for like, I guess strength, then yes. Like with my rear wheel, I've gone through like three. I think I'm on to my third rear wheel, and this Spank rear wheel has definitely lasted me longer than my previous one. And then from the original, honestly, the original rear wheel lasted longer than the second one I put on, which is kind of funny. But this Spank rear wheel, or more specifically the rim, has lasted me a long time. And with that hub, is pretty nice. I think stock rear hubs have gotten pretty good. So for the rear hub, may not be as big of, or not as worth it of an upgrade. Maybe for performance, but I don't think it's as much worth it of an upgrade. Especially the front hub. Like, I think if your hub runs pretty smooth, like, there's no real worth it upgrade with hubs. I guess if you want to match your hubs, then maybe, but like, I really don't think front hubs is worth it. Unless you really need to replace it, then I guess go ahead. So with wheels, if you're going for strength, is definitely worth it. But if you're going for just for like the material, I don't think it's really worth it. Tires, getting more grippy tires can be a good upgrade. I agree that tires is one of those things that you should upgrade, because I had some high rollers with the dual compounds, and now I've got Assegai and DHR2 in C3 Max Terra grip, and it's just given me a lot more confidence with grip, especially around corners. And going to tubeless, like I've gained more, like being able to go lower in pressure also gave me more grip, which gave me more confidence. I really like having, like I've got push call in the rear, and also that gave me more confidence. Having lower tire pressure in the rear, I guess with that tires it comes down kind of to confidence, knowing that you have more grip. So I think tires is a good upgrade. Next, brakes. Again, with like tires, it's a confidence thing, knowing that you can slow down fast enough and well enough using your brakes. So like going up in rotor size and going to maybe like sintered pads if you're doing like long descents. I guess kind of maybe going from 2 piston to 4 piston can be an upgrade if you're keeping the same rotor size. Like if you already have like a big 2 or 3 rotors, or 220mm rotors, going from 2 piston to 4 piston can be an upgrade. But I think most bikes now that come with like 220 or 2 or 3 rotors already have like 4 piston brakes, so you already have like a lot of power. But I guess like I mentioned, going to sintered pads can be a good upgrade if you're doing long descents. Grips, seat and pedals. I'll talk more about grips and seat more at the moment. So with your grips and seat, I think they can be a really good upgrade for like just being comfortable on the bike, especially I guess for downhill or dirt jumps. Dirt jumpers can be may not be as much of an upgrade, but definitely for all other categories, seats can be a big upgrade. And I guess for any bike, grips can be a big upgrade, just being comfortable and having like less arm fatigue. I guess it can also be down to suspension setup with like compression or air pressure or whatever. But yeah, like your seat and grips can be a good upgrade. Now down to pedals. I've always, well, I've mostly been like a flat pedal rider. Past 4 years, I've gone, well, kind of, I've gone to clips. Past 4 years, I've been riding clips. First year I got them, I've only rode clips, and then after that, I've just been going on and off between clips and flats. I think with clips or flats, it's just more rider preference on how you want to feel on the pedals. Like if you want to be more connected, go with clips. If you want to do more, I guess, tricks and just more, I guess, do more with your feet, like going off the pedals, then I guess flats will be the better option. But also, even if you have like flats, getting good shoes and good pedals is a good upgrade. Yeah, I think shoes is more of an upgrade. Like if you have flat pedals, shoes is more of an upgrade, because then even if you have the grippiest pedals in the world, if you don't have good shoes, then it won't grip. But like if you have really good soft shoes, then it will grip into the pedal a lot better. I guess like tires, if you go from a harder compound to a soft compound, you'll just gain more grip. But yeah, like if you upgrade your shoes and your pedals, then I guess you can be going on a winning combination, depending what pedals and shoes you get. And also with clips, getting the right shoe and pedal combo can be important. Like having a downhill style pedal with a downhill style, or downhill and enduro style pedal paired with a downhill slash enduro style shoe is important. And also kind of same with cross country. Like if you have cross country pedal, you probably want more of a cross country shoe. Like if you had a cross country shoe on a downhill pedal, then it would probably be bit weird with the stiffness of the shoe. It will just feel, kind of feel like you're just maybe floating on the pedal a bit with the big like cage around the pedal, like. And also vice versa, if you have downhill shoe with the cross country pedal, like the egg beaters and those Shimano ones that just have like the clipless part, like downhill shoes will be a little more like soft, I guess, in the sole where the cleat is, like, and it will just kind of feel maybe a little floppy if you have like the something like the Crank Brothers egg beater or something like that, and you have like downhill shoes. It kind of, with downhill shoes, I guess it kind of like forms on the pedal a bit, kind of like how flat pedal shoes conform to the pedals. Pedals and shoes can be a good upgrade on with that kind of area drivetrain. I think drivetrain going to like the highest end, like XTR or XX1, is not so big, not really good upgrade. Like if you're going from maybe like cable to the Axis wireless, it's like a kind of nice to have, but not always very good upgrade. Like I got Shimano Dior 11 speed, has like the range of 12 speed, but is only actually 11 speed. Never really felt the upgrade or need to upgrade to 12 speed, because like I kind of already have the range of a 12 speed cassette, basically with that cassette I have now. And going from like Dior to XTR is very small in performance, shifting performance, but I guess with the actual this shifting part, this part, it's nice to have like better feel, I guess, like brakes. It's nice to have better feeling shifting with this shifting pod, I guess you call it. Like Shimano XT and XTR have the double downshift, which is pretty, like the double downshift on the XT and XTR is a nice feature. And I guess going from Tram SX, I think it is, to XX1 shifter, it's just like a maybe a nicer feel. But really, I don't think that's too much of an upgrade with these like shifting pods. So if you get a good enough drivetrain, I don't think it's worth upgrading. Yeah, not really worth upgrading if you have a good enough drivetrain like this Shimano Dior. I think the only reason you would upgrade is maybe if you have a 9-speed drivetrain and you want to go to like maybe 11 or 12 speed, maybe. And this Dior group set is pretty cheap. It's honestly pretty good if you keep it well maintained. I think last thing is drop post. So I only upgraded because like the last drop post I had just broke, so I thought I may as well upgrade that as well. So went with One Up V2. I need to get this thing serviced, but otherwise it's been very smooth with the actuation going up and down. Like it's like suspension. If you keep it cleaned and well serviced, you don't particularly need to upgrade it. Like I said, I only upgraded it because my last one broke in a crash. I guess with the dropper lever, you can get some high-end ones or some not so high-end ones. Like I got this like basic Shimano dropper lever, and it's pretty good. Does the job. So I guess that's about it. Don't think I need to upgrade to like some fancy pants one that's like 150 bucks. I think this was only like 20 bucks. As I said before, does the job good enough. I guess last thing is headset. Maybe in that group. Bearings. Yes, you'd upgrade your bearings maybe for like bearings, your bomb bracket. Maybe it's a ceramic bearings for like performance. But I think you could definitely tell the difference between like low end bearings compared to high end ceramic bearings. But never really felt like I needed to upgrade the bearings. They run smooth enough if you service them regularly, and yeah, that's I guess good enough to me. Yeah, I guess with some stuff I'm like, meh, don't really need to upgrade that, and some things are like, yeah, nice to have like suspension, and some things are like, yeah, definitely upgrade that, like brakes and contact points. Yeah, definitely upgrade. I guess I'll end it off there. Um, like, subscribe. See you in the next video. Straight talk, get loose. You.